Welcome to Rollers of Redemption, where we redeem your Monday one roll at a time. Grab your snack, grab your drink of choice, and let's get rolling. Hey, friends! We have a new friend in the chat who was very smart about coming from TikTok over to Twitch. So we congratulate you, Corey. Good job following directions.
You did it! Hooray!
Welcome, Corey.
Welcome to the chaos. Hit the follow button if you haven't, and join our Discord because it's for free.
Oh, don't worry. Corey very much followed the directions and already followed
Oh God.
on Twitch.
Oh,
so.
Corey,
Nice.
welcome. We like people like you.
Really on the ball.
Yeah.
Truly. Whereas I need to get around to actually opening the Twitch. So
I'm borrowing Catherine's setup away from home in case you notice that things look totally different here. And so if I fat finger absolutely everything in the chat, you will know why.
nice.
I love all those medals that don't belong to you. Belong to another racing
I
addict.
know. I'm just mooching off all of the accomplishment of my friends.
Nice.
I was a little bit, disturbed. There wasn't such an ominous redness behind you. I was like, "Are you okay?
No, Torkel's in a good mood. We're not doing any Darth Vader today.
Are you okay? I mean, are we not in the hell today? Is that
Not today. Save it for
Not
another day.
yet today.
We will have to deal with the suggestions for how to manage my office at some point, but that's probably a later conversation.
I got you, boo.
Well, since we have some new friends, let's recap them.
All right. Well, today, instead of doing our traditional recap, Torkel, our beloved bard, has prepared song/slam poetry for everyone. So we're going to do that instead. And if you have questions, you just go ahead and ask them and we'll try and answer them. So Torkel's going to kind of round up the devotees of Eusidium. He's already gone around handing out papers with the words for people to follow along or file into their records accordingly. And so now he presents his rendition of The Forging of the Shield. It has been said that the customs of the god Eusidium have not changed for millennia. But when the fate of the world walks on a knife's edge, when those who defend it stumble, even the most rigid god may become malleable. And so it was, as the clouds overhead cast their pallor down on the stronghold, where Eusidium's most devoted and mighty were pushed to their limits. When undead rose and walked our realm, Eusidium's faithful did man the helm. Near and far the portals did threaten, and from their maws appeared skeletons of hideous shapes and enormous power, forcing all on earth to cower. All but Eusidium's, determined to hold fast, to give not 1 inch until they breathed their last. Beyond their dying gasps, still others pledged, for their god of justice, who sharpened the edge of their swords to cut them down, defenders of countries, cities, and towns. Frozen before them an icy lake, beneath which slept a horrid fate, the sword and his allies, united against foes, descended icy depths to the portal to close. The golden dragon watched from beyond, knowing her task would help them along. High on her mount she flew with the storm, with cunning she lured the attackers to war. Fell armies attacked, knocking her from the sky. She desperately lurched for their dragon on high, bashing with her shield as she slowed her fall, wings flaring with sunlight to the wonder of all. The battle now raged with the Eclipse Lord on the ground. Blows upon blows rang all around. The hand gave her all, blood, sweat, and tears, Eusidium's warrior, strength in the face of fear. But as the hand fell with spirit no more, her last dying breath opened a new door. She followed her savior, true to the last, her gold sunlight pendant released from her grasp. Extended to Mina, it bounced and it skidded, her own life draining quickly, her eyes softly flitted. Then Mina was filled with a steely resolve. She reached for the pendant, not ready to fall. Eusidium, widely known for sure-footed rigidity, broke his own rules with shocking agility. She would be his shield, if ever she choose, a glimpse of his power given to use. And use it she did in all of its splendor, a dragon in earnest, fueled by Night Render. As she and her husband fought side by side, though miles between them took the scales as their guide, she thrashed them mercilessly down to the last, sending back to the grave each school and ghast. The battle turned quickly, the worst behind it. The portal was closed, and the forest fell silent. Holding its breath as the dust finally settled, Eusidium's power forging a new shield from old metal. Scales ever in balance, the triune united, the golden dragon took her place, a roar in the quiet. Behind her they rally, looking on to the next. More portals to close, more foes they will test. Those foes will find them, growing ever stronger, battling together in solitude no longer. For each man and woman will echo this chorus, and death and injustice will tremble before us.
Yes. Well done. Well done.
I love
Beautiful
it.
recap.
That's
Crap.
beautiful.
Thank
Art.
It wrote itself after I got through like the first half of it. It takes a little while
Gotta
to
find
get
your
into
beat,
the
your
rhythm.
meter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like
Um,
the bardish embellishment that you've added to this, where it wasn't just skeletons, there were ghouls and ghasts. It was really just
yeah.
the two of them. Once the hand fell, then it was just Mina and Atreus taking down like the entire forest of undead. Yeah.
Obviously.
By ourselves.
I mean, that's how Eusidium's
You guys
work
helped a
generally.
little, but it was really just us.
Oh, come on. Now you're perpetuating that old Eusidium myth of we have to do it alone. Look, this is how it happens.
Alone but together.
Oh, alone but together.
Like
Is that
toddlers
like
playing.
equal but different? Because no.
Yeah. It's fine.
I don't know how to say this. Inspiration is insufficient for that. So you are going to get one use of foresight.
Woohoo! All right.
That's exciting. I will use that wisely. Which is good because
Self
I already have
only.
inspiration. Okay.
So
Excellent.
put that in your pocket somewhere.
All right, I will, and I will read up on that because I have a vague idea, but don't actually know exactly what that means,
Yep.
which is fine.
I just remember you were on my couch and you looked pretty amused by the spell the other week. So
Yes, absolutely.
if anyone out there knows their 9th level D&D spells, I did this to myself. Please remind me when I am complaining in like a month or two, and Nathan pulls this out and just say, Robert, you did this to yourself.
It lasts for 8 hours.
It's non-concentration.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yes, now I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the next Dreadlord we face down.
Yep. The party, the gathering that Torkel called together is a sea of emotions. Those closest to the hand see this ballad as her eulogy, and they weep. Those closest to the sword see the triumph and are cheering and hollering and just bumping, just absolutely rioting. Those who follow the scales and the balance sit in silent contemplation as they just take it in and they weigh the day, they weigh the costs of this victory. And after, I'm going to say a good 20 minutes, eventually everyone settles back down. And Hanael comes forward and just blesses Torkel. It's quiet. It's a soft whisper in your ear. He has to bend way down as a very tall elf. But you feel it in your soul. You feel this inspiration around your heart that should you need Eucidium, he will be there for you.
Thank you.
City's
Anya.
growing
No, it
real
really
generous
means a lot
these
to me.
days.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have lifted the spirits of so many.
I feel like this is when like your only, exposure to like Christianity is super fundies. And you're like, wow, that sucks. And then you find like people that aren't assholes and you're like, oh, okay, so I get it. Because Atreus did not do a very good job of portraying Eucidium's religion at the beginning.
He's like, we follow this by the rules in the book, and Mina's like, that's stupid. Are you sure that's what the book says?
And God came down and said, well, that's stupid.
We hunt undead and then we die.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Never mind.
Eucidium's like the whole religion has been
Revamped.
metamorphizing, not changing, but like finding kind of a new
It's a
version.
Vatican II
of
moment here.
themselves,
created these
yeah.
rules for these people to survive at this time. They didn't realize that times would be changing. We're in
Yep.
the New Testament now.
Hey.
And we're about to enter into Revelations. So, yay! We already got the dragon. Yeah. So after that, Hanael turns to the group, and so what next?
Well, the spell that requires to close these portals for like ever takes magic from the person casting it. So we're gonna need some help rally the troops so that Atreus can end up with some power at the end of the day, or else he's just gonna be basically mortal but not fully alive. So anybody else?
What? That was a way of saying things that I didn't enjoy.
Right. So we need a little bit of assistance in the whole splitting up and divide and conquer situation. Yeah.
Hanael leans forward to Mina.
Yes.
Say it again, but with the authority owed to you.
Oh, God. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Walk with confidence, girl.
So, hello everyone. We have a task to close all of the portals, and it requires a smidgen of sacrifice of power, which cannot be.
Everyone is staring at you.
Per person. Hi. Yep. So we're just gonna need to divide and conquer to close all of the portals. Raise your hand if you are up to that task.
Everyone's hand is raised.
Perfect. Atreus will teach you which spell you need to do, and I hope you have the attention span for it. Okay.
We still have the map of the portals, right? That we got from Honey.
I assume so.
Okay, cool. Then
Unless you purposefully left it in the tower back. No, you got the tower here too. Like,
okay.
Yeah, we have the map.
I'm gonna assume that
Did you
Akira
leave it
has-
on
We need to
Trigo?
Start.
We have everything but Trigo and Aloe.
okay.
Correct.
Do we need to start preparing some Eben Kephis for them, or can we just give them a bunch and give them like a to-do list on how to use
we
it?
should already
or-
have it manufactured, all of the circles necessary.
Okay.
That
Cool.
we took
I
care of
really
early
thought you were
on.
talking about putting Eben Kephis on the horses.
Oh.
I definitely did not follow that.
I'd like to put haste on the horses.
Haste! It's for horses.
That was not a good joke.
Where's Max? Is Max in the chat?
No, Max
No.
isn't
Max.
here. You
You
can't
can yell
do
at
that.
him for not being here, but
That's a bad joke.
And
yeah.
and then where are we off to? Are we off back to Saltmarsh?
To find the wizard. I
We
don't know.
have no clue. I have no clue.
We need to.
That is my announcement. I am done with announcing things.
Akira's gonna pull out the map and just start calling people over to one by one cross off which portal different groups of people are going to handle. Ideally, if we can have at least 2 stronghold members go to each portal, or larger groups if there's clusters of portals. That way there's a better chance that they don't die.
Die along the way, yeah.
But
Go in
I'm also
groups.
trying to find the map so that I could make notes on it. This might take a bit.
4 is good if there's enough people, but if not, it'll be fine.
How's that, Peter? Notes and loot.
Yes, that's exactly what I need. Although I guess we will also need people teleported too, because Saltmarsh is like a week away, and we've only got like how many days left?
Doesn't Haniel know how to
9.
do all of that?
Haniel can do one place once a day.
Alright, well,
I can teleport some people. I was assuming it was going to be us, but if it was better used for others, I can teleport others.
All right, so what we should do is we should teleport everyone to either Saltmarsh or Burl, somewhere in that area, and then
How many people can you teleport? Torkel.
Let me check that because I've never actually used it.
But then we should also have the people from the stronghold handle the more outskirts ones. So like the ones near the Tower of Xenopus, there's like 4 over there. There's 1 a little bit further north. There's a few to the east as well. 1 on the road to Burl, 1 on the edge of the Dreadwood, and then the Dwarven Mine, and 1 on the mound at the bottom. The mound at the bottom is where I remember we said if we were going to leave a portal open, it would be that one, because that was an area Akira was familiar with and felt it would be a good spot to have a fight with Eclipse Lords if it needed to happen. And then the heroes should handle the ones in Saltmarsh so that nobody gets concerned that a bunch of Death Hunters showed up in the middle of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, that would be, reason for
So,
concern.
I
That's
can
Akira's
teleport myself and 8 others, so our party plus 4.
Nice. Yeah, so you've got a whole cluster in and around Saltmarsh, all within a half a day's travel. That includes at least the 3 Towers of Xenopus, the 2 or 3 within Saltmarsh itself, the Abbey Isle, the 2 that appear to be somewhere in the Dwarven Mines, and then 1 along the river. So all of those are less than 1 day away. Walking. You obviously can, fast travel things if you like.
Alright, well, if we can get Haniel to send his group of people up to the northern side, like, I don't know, how many people can Haniel send?
He opens a gate for a minute.
Oh,
So,
so we don't really need to use Torkel's thing, potentially, then.
he can do that once a day.
That's fine.
So, you could theoretically, if he opens the gate and everyone's ready to rush through, you probably could empty the stronghold into one place. But then you were talking 60 or so Death Hunters pouring into Saltmarsh.
Well, I'd have them on the northern ridge on the other side of the river. That way,
Yeah.
doesn't look like an invasion.
Yeah, the problem with mine is that Kai has informed me of teleportation circle in Keldek's office, which he may not be super thrilled for all of us to show up in. Otherwise, it could get a little dicey. Like, I know Saltmarsh pretty well. I'm fairly confident that things wouldn't go wrong, but magic,
And dice happen.
Magic you've never used before, too.
Like I said, fairly
Like,
confident.
Haniel has opened gates, like, exactly where they need to
Like-
go in the past, so we feel pretty confident about his ability to do that.
Let's say I'm like 75% sure we could get where we need
So
to
on a D100, like a 75 plus would do it. Or 75 or below?
25 to 100, so technically 76% sure.
Yeah.
Well,
And there's really only a 5% chance of something going wrong.
Very wrong.
Which, when you
So
think
we
about
should
it,
all.
is more likely than I
So
wish
what
it
I
was.
would propose
I've done that.
is we have at least 4 stronghold members go to the northern side of Saltmarsh, 4 go to the east and south, and then we will handle, Saltmarsh itself. And if Haniel wants to send more people, those groups of 4 can be larger, but we need at least 8 of them, I would say. And we should just all go together a couple miles outside Saltmarsh.
are you designating one of those portals to be closed by Atreus? Because that's another spell slot.
I'm designating 2 portals to be closed by Atreus, but ideally, with more people with him, we'll be able to provide him the bonuses necessary to not lose a spell slot.
Okay.
Ideally.
Mhm. Have you guys told Hanel about Xenopus?
Probably not.
Looking at Torkel specifically?
No.
Do you plan to bring up any of that? Because
I'll confer with the group. I don't like making unilateral decisions.
because you have now promised Kai that you will be keeping the lobster, and you almost also promised Xenopus that you'd be bringing her the lobster.
You're talking about Zendros. That's why I got
Zendros.
confused. I got confused.
Zendros.
Okay.
So sorry.
That's
Yeah, I was like, that's a
Zendros.
whole other
All of this,
process.
like, makes so much
I
more
don't
sense.
remember
No,
my
no,
promise
no.
to Xenopus.
All right. Yep. Nope. Too many names.
That starts with
Zendros.
there was
Yeah.
Zoloft at one time.
Yeah.
Xanax.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I guess we should talk about what's going to happen to the rock lobster. Zendros.
Is this to the party or in the presence of the group?
This is going to be in the presence of Hanael. We were considering ways that we might be able to buy off the allegiance of Zendros, one of the Eclipse Lords.
Oh, I am familiar with
recognize
that.
that's not ideal, but we were kind of backed into a corner and just trying to make the best out of a bad situation. I also know Kai. Where'd Kai go? Kai's around here somewhere. Kai, I think, wanted the lobster. Maybe we should just leave the lobster here and we can sort it out. This would be a whole lot easier if Kai was here.
Kai
Kai!
takes mental note of the fact that
No.
Kai wants the lobster and plans to interrogate them later, but not here.
Wait,
All good
Kai
things.
isn't even here right now, so why does Kai want the lobster?
It's complicated.
It's Kai. I
No.
feel like that
Yeah.
answers
Why-
that question.
Why did and Zendros wanted the lobster as well?
Zendros wanted the lobster. Something about becoming a god in some lost object at the bottom of somewhere.
So
But
So you're
I-
telling me the whole assault upon the stronghold was for the lobster?
yes, that is why they were here. Absolutely.
The reason that the Eclipse Lord went into that tower, drew out our forces, was to go into that tower for a lobster.
How many people have you told about this lobster?
None.
Yeah, that seems like a problem. I don't look at me. I didn't know anything about it until I got here.
So
I only knew that there was something that supposedly the stronghold had. I didn't know what it was. I don't know how Zendros knew about it.
I don't.
Kai's been around for a while. Maybe Kai knew
So what
about
you're
it.
saying-
I don't understand how the lobster makes. How the lobster is a god maker.
That's not important at this moment.
I think it's to retrieve another
You're
object
saying
that's a god maker at the bottom of
You're
a
saying
body of
that
water.
Zendros is not actually in league with the goals of the Eclipse Lords, and is only making a deal to retrieve an item for his god. And the Eclipse Lords are servicing Zendros' desires for their services.
I don't know the motive of the other Eclipse Lords, but that was my read on Zendros, and what I know of their deity, it seemed not objectively chaos causing more than objectively evil. And I just need to get out of there. And so I may have suggested I would do things I may not carry through.
Uh-huh.
Those tend to have consequences, Torkel.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's not a
Yeah.
good
Oh,
idea necessarily.
Okay, well you get yourself locked in a room with an Eclipse Lord and no army around you if something goes
I
wrong,
did.
and no army around you if something goes wrong.
And this whole, God making thing kind of makes sense. Why Kai would want it, huh?
I think Kai just wants to have some fun. Kai's a good spirit at heart.
Are you
Right.
sure?
Really,
Kai is
Yeah.
chaos. We
absolutely.
love them, but they're chaos.
Chaos, but good at heart. I sincerely believe that.
Okay.
Their
I think-
alignment is evil.
I think
You don't know that.
that the lobster should stay here under the protection of the stronghold while we are sorting other things out. And
Sort it out later.
it will
Good
be
call.
where we want it to be, not where somebody else wants it to be.
I agree with this wholeheartedly.
And that's two
Absolutely.
members of the thing here. So three.
Let's just table this.
Three
for-
problems.
Yeah.
One, the protection of the stronghold has been breached, and you are taking most of the army away.
Now,
Two, the people, the enemies of Eucidium, know it's here.
Mm.
And if this is a key element to their plan, the death of one Eclipse Lord is not going to stop them from coming for it.
fair. Okay, so that's enough problems to change our minds. Can we put it in a thing? Shrink that thing?
Yeah, I mean, babe,
Oh.
why don't you put it in your bag or in?
I was more thinking of Torkel's hidey hole
Hidey-
or mansion.
Wait, hey,
He,
wait a
he
minute.
gives
wait,
Torkel a little.
We're just calling it that
Wait.
because we don't have a better term for it. So
Wait.
I am happy to hold it and keep it as safe. I will protect it to my death.
I have a question.
Does it fit?
No.
Okay.
Mina, you were a dragon for like a while. Do you have like a lair now? Does that come? Is that part and parcel with becoming a dragon? Do you have your own hidey hole? I mean, wait, no. No. Do you have a hole? No.
please
A
stop
different-
talking.
Do you have a
Please.
different hole?
Hanel,
the one
I think you
that I-
mentioned there was a third problem.
No.
I'd like to make sure we have all of our bases covered.
I think I forgot it after all of
That is fair.
that.
I'm sorry. I do not have a lair. My horde is these people. So
Oh, it would have been really cool. And
I don't have a
Well.
home. So
One other issue that I am aware of is Zendros is under the protection of the Crown via the trade agreement they hold with Luz. We cannot openly assault Zendros' ship in Saltmarsh. We will have to do something to get him to leave. Her, whoever. The thing.
If
Which is why I briefly considered, not without coming back to all of you and having this conversation, whether it was worth it to remove them from the situation, because goodness knows it's going to take them a while to track down the thing they're looking for. They don't seem to have a firm grasp on exactly where it is. It might buy us enough
What are the
time.
chances
But,
they know how it works?
Again,
It has been sitting here for how long? And
centuries.
well,
sure, no one really tried to figure out how it works, but
yeah, but if people read the instructions
We
on
had
it,
to
they
fix it to
put it
make
together pretty
work.
quickly.
So what if we just dismantle it and everyone keeps a piece, and they could only be used when we all come together like Power Rangers? Or is that Captain Planet?
Can I do that?
I think
Hold on.
that's Ultron.
I think you're right on all accounts.
Disintegrate non-magical objects.
Just-
Yeah, I cannot disintegrate it.
Just, take it apart. We all keep a piece.
You did know that part of it was broken
We had to
because
fix
you
it.
repaired it.
I like my Captain Planet idea. Whatever.
so we removed some vital pieces, put it in the hidey hole, use the majority of the structure that is, for all intents and purposes, disabled, to convince Luz to meet us somewhere away from the city, perhaps on Abbey Island. And we can deal with Luz there, or if... Sorry, not Luz, Zendris. Or if Zendris realizes that we've given him something useless, we at least can take care of them on Abbey Island and not in the middle of Saltmarsh.
How? I could open a gate and we could assault her ship. I mean, what is it? One mummy lord and a couple of her bodyguards?
I think there were a lot more than just a couple. If the story we were told tracks.
So, sorry, Nathan. That's on.
Nathan's typing in the player chat. There's no idea what you're talking about. This is your chance to tell Haniel how many mummies were on that boat.
A lot of mummies, and the magical door was closed behind us, and like it just seemed like it would have been way better if they were far away from the portals and had some other thing to occupy their time. Hundreds, I think.
Are you telling me
Hundreds
Zendris
of
has brought
mummies.
the entire Luz service?
Yeah.
That alone could wipe Saltmarsh. Why do they need more armies?
As we understand it, the Eclipse does not plan to only destroy Saltmarsh. The Eclipse's plan to destroy everything.
And we're really fucking annoying. So that's probably why.
Yeah, they take us out of play. I think the lay of the land changes rather dramatically.
So you're the reason that
We're always the
attack
reason,
is happening
Haniel.
on Saltmarsh.
Of course we are.
You know, this isn't the first time.
Because of the good that we do, we become targets. I'm sure you understand that.
My
by
last
now.
captain, he was really... He loved me, but I did give him some trouble. So now it's the whole damn world. You're welcome, everybody.
It is the balance that we see. Then we shall leave this evening.
As agreed.
Make your preparations. Do whatever it is you must do to the lobster for your deception, and
I don't like that. Do whatever you must do to the lobster. Boil it. Like, are we cracking it open?
We have to
Got the
disable
inside.
it without it being obvious that it's disabled.
Spoil it slowly.
Crack it open and pull out a panel. Cut a wire or two here and there.
Take the body, remove the claw so it can get somewhere, but
And
can't
then
actually
just say,
grab
hey,
anything.
we found it like this.
We found it like this. Do what you gotta do. You know, that's what we're told.
Ah, shucks, you know, we were gonna use
Ah.
it and we couldn't. And
Yeah, damn. That
Vital-
just, that,
Mina really just plans on like opening the motherboard, reaching her hand inside, like, yep, that should do it. Close it and like put the rest in her pocket.
please do.
And Torkel
Don't become an electrician.
unfolds the portable hole. Okay, yeah. So put whatever we want of it into there, and everyone else we can put part of it in Mina's purse. And if someone wants to put another part of it in the tower with Atreus, then we should be pretty well squared away, right?
You know, Project Captain Planet is a go.
why is my keyboard
Yeah.
being so weird?
So what do we have to do to dismantle this thing? Discreetly.
That is a whole lot of fun for me now. All right. So, with the intention and the understanding of everyone's jobs and roles, the remaining stronghold members start dividing themselves. The scales and Haneo go about making sure the teams are well equipped. A little different than what they had for their combat yesterday, because that's right, a ton of their friends died yesterday, and here we go again. It's
Welcome
the
to
life. It's the life of Eusidium's followers.
We're offering up the entirety of the cause of undead right now, so
It's true. And remember what you're doing all this for? To finally... Oh, that's better.
Love. Yeah, we're doing
Not
it for
revenge. Totally not revenge.
love. Totally not
No.
revenge.
Yeah.
Nope. I
Akira's-
that's
just like
that's what
Akira's
got us
doing it
into this mess. Love.
Akira's doing it
The
to keep
answer
people
is love.
safe.
I'm doing it because it's my duty, and also I'd like to kill my dad.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
It's that one thing
that
that's
not a normal-
forbidden in your
I don't even
order.
know who he is, man. I'm starting to wonder. I got questions.
No, I didn't. I'm not. This isn't vengeance anymore because now he's an Eclipse Lord. So it may have started out as revenge, but
Now you have to save the world, and it's
now
part
I have
of
to
it.
save the world. So it started as revenge, but then I prayed about it and it became not revenge. So I'm still gonna do it.
It became sanctioned vengeance.
Wow.
I just, said I'm doing this because of these reasons, but maybe also revenge. What? No,
That's
not
exactly
revenge.
how Mina took her oaths, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. This is how I cleric.
Oh my gosh, you
And
should have like the
religious.
Eusidium's vow, Mina's version.
We are not writing those down. They will.
I feel like the
you can
bard recorded
write them.
that.
They will not make it into the attic vault of the stronghold.
Not if I can help it.
Nope.
If you can't sneak it into
Graffiti
the
it on the back of my chair.
if you can't sneak it into the vault, you're not even trying.
Hey, I'm part of history now, bitches.
All right. I am going to let some of the stronghold members, the ones who know how to smith things, craft your Eben Kephis for you, unless you'd really like to
Oh,
make
thank God.
a variety of the
No.
same boring rolls. Nope, you're good? Okay, wonderful. So, then let's tear apart a magical artifact created by demigods.
I love being annoying to gods.
Good. Who's going back to fish it out of the lake?
I'll go fishing out of the lake.
I would feel like it didn't stay at the bottom of the lake because
Did-
Torkel and Kai were
I-
in it, so they'd have to come.
Yeah,
to
didn't they come up?
They walked
I
it
think
back.
I would.
Did you drive it all the way back?
Yeah.
I thought there was a conversation of leaving it down there so no one got it. But
No,
all right, it's back. It's more fun
it's
this
back.
way. You have your lobster. You have dispelled your personal magic on the lobster. Is it in lobster form or barrel form?
I think we would have collapsed it to barrel form.
All right. So you find the secret barrel hole and poke your finger in there, and it transforms, open and out, just all over the place.
So is it basically just a small hole, like in the metal?
It is very well concealed. So it's not even that. It's more of a series. It's like one of those kind of puzzle boxes where you have to shift things a few different directions to even make it available. It's almost like a series of scales and plates that have to
Is there a meld?
get puzzled
Is
open.
there a meld metal spell?
There's forge.
Can
There's a
we
forge.
melt the puzzle?
You can certainly try. I am not opposed to this.
I feel like we melt the puzzle, and it would be more believable that we couldn't get it to work.
Oh no, we broke it.
No,
I
no,
don't
we
like
didn't
messing
break
with
it. We
that.
found it this way.
Yeah, I know.
Words, and
Oh,
I
no.
could probably melt that for you. Just- if I know how to siphon the fire, I don't know if I can blowtorch that, but we'll try it.
Is this the only thing that you're doing to disable the device?
I really
We should probably
like to
remove
take a piece.
remove the claw at least. That way it can move but not do anything.
That's very repairable, though, I feel like.
I mean, you guys didn't repair the one broken claw.
But we still used it just fine.
You did.
Yeah, but now I'll have no functional claws.
What if we
So...
go in and unscrew all of the control knobbies?
What if we move everything just slightly to the left?
6 inches?
Except for the stapler. And then he thinks we've moved the stapler. I'm trying to see if I have anything. Like, dispelling magic on it wouldn't do anything necessarily.
You do not have. Okay.
I also just realized that I didn't long rest.
Demigod
Or
power
level
goes
up.
beyond
Oops.
9th level spells.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
in the same way that you can really bump your magical crafting ability, if you get a guidance and a bardic and a D3 and a really good roll, you could possibly remove the magic from this thing.
And
Hmm.
then Kai would really hate you.
Yeah, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm sure that this thing will never come in handy ever again in all of the portals that we try to close anywhere in the future.
removable
Yes,
parts.
but we
Take out removable parts.
We are giving it to Zendros, so there's a good chance we may never see it again anyway.
And if we're giving it to Zendros, how much better would it be to not have power in it?
What are the chances that Luz can repower it?
Probably fairly high. You know, but it would be cool anyway to try
For fun.
for fun.
Or we find a volcano.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, you have a teleportation circle that brings you to the inside of a volcano.
We shouldn't do that
Just
because
saying.
Akira is still in favor of using it to lure Zendros away from Saltmarsh, so that's one less fight they have to deal with right now. But
Could we fabricate a fake one to give to Zendros?
Does anyone have a fabricate spell?
Yes, right here in my back pocket. No.
No.
that's not a very high level spell, but it's only available to wizards.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, not the wizard head.
Kaladek.
He would want to keep the thing for himself.
Yeah. I don't trust Kaladek.
Why?
Break the
That's a-
windshield again.
It's okay. Akira would
And
never trust Kaladek
Take
with
the
something like this.
claws and 3 of the legs and the steering wheel.
Lever.
You're doing so great, babe.
I'm gonna go
But-
take a lap, you guys.
If Luz is already a demigod, yes?
Yes.
So if demigods made this, how much can we really do to disable this and prevent Luz from reaching their goal?
I think we ought to keep it with us.
And deal with Zendros in Saltmarsh?
All right. It sounds like
I feel a lot better with all of us.
it sounds like a later problem.
Dealing with Zendros and Saltmarsh than me and Kai dealing with Zendros and a gazillion zombies in Saltmarsh.
Yeah, I don't.
No
like
zombies.
That.
No zombies.
They're not zombies. They're
Sorry.
mummies, so
Sorry, mummies.
Get it? Get your facts
My
right.
apologies.
They are mummies, aka skeletons wrapped in cloth. No flesh.
Yeah.
Yes.
No
Not
flesh.
Right.
Not zombies.
That's what I
We
said. Yeah.
don't do zombies here.
Correct. This is a Janine rule.
But the maybe. No, just kidding.
So we keep in it, and we're just tabling this for a different time. Does it fit in the hole of hiding? Yes.
How do we
Great.
deal with the thousands of skeletal soldiers that Zendros has on his ship? Her ship.
Hundreds, not
Hundreds.
thousands.
Carefully.
Oh,
Push it out into the bay and have Mina.
Blowing a hole in the
burn
bottom
it?
of it.
sink the ship is really what we would be going for,
don't
but
think
that
they
becomes
drowned.
complicated.
If we get them to sail somewhere and then we sink the ship,
Set it on
like
fire.
thousands, when they're thousands of feet above.
I
Haven't we already
become
said
a-
many things about setting ships on fire and about how it's probably not a good idea?
Well, we don't have to do it while it's in port.
Actually enjoy doing that, but
We
don't
will
worry.
not be setting it on fire in port. When it's out to
No.
sea and we're not on it, different story.
I didn't hear you complaining
And
when it was
we're
in
not
Copenhagen.
on
Okay.
it.
I wasn't on it at the time. I don't know. I might have been on it.
You were probably on it.
I am not stupid, so yeah, I was probably there. It's fine. I'm here, part dragon now, so you know it worked out. It's fine. Burned half of Nicholson, but it's
It was fine.
You weren't there.
I wasn't there, but I heard it was fine.
it's fine.
Lots of marshmallows.
Yeah, Akira said it was totally
Oh.
fine and did not tell you how traumatic it was for Mina at all.
Yeah.
fine. Everything was fine.
She cried about it later, and I learned how traumatic it was. I didn't like that.
Anyway, we're not rehashing old traumas right now. We are
Preparing for new
planning to
ones.
pave new ones.
So let's just
Exactly.
Torkel just starts rolling the barrel into
bring the
hiding
fucking
hole.
thing. If that's what we're gonna
Barrel
bring.
in the thing, and then we will worry about it
I'll take
another time.
good care to death. To death by Scout's honor.
Okay, let's not talk about your death because that just seems like we're
I'm not
bad
planning to
omens.
die.
Okay,
Okay, good. I really hope that
Great.
we're not planning to die.
or become gods, but also something we will table for a different time. Okay. Anyway, anything else we need to do before we leave? Is everyone good and packed? I mean, we travel rather late. We just put it in the tower. Any other?
I'm looking at Nathan. Do you want to try?
I would love to try.
All right. So I think this is a good
Can
time
we
to
say
do.
that Kai just gave me
Yes.
enhanced ability?
And the D3.
Please,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's an easy one. Yeah. So let's do a bio break, and when we come back, we're going to see what our dear Bard Torkel is made of.
Well, that's clickbait. Stay tuned, everyone.
We will be back in 5 minutes. There will be a timer so you know how long we're gone. Enjoy these tunes by Arcane Anthems. See you soon. We are back. Most of
Hey.
us. Atreus did not turn into pillows, I promise.
But it is a yellow and black pillow, so it's Mina and Atreus colors.
True
Get a robe.
polymorph. I never thought I would see it.
It's very cozy.
Right?
Perfect for cuddling.
But also, just for those who are in the Discord and saw what Akir thought when he saw Mina this morning, his assumption yesterday during battle was that Eusidia must have true polymorphed Mina into a dragon. Like, super powerful, super cool, easily explainable. But then, this morning, the wings were still there, and he's like, huh, that's not how true
Hydrate.
polymorph works. Hydrate. And snack mode.
I don't have snacks. I'm snackless.
I just got a snack.
I'm sorry.
I got nachos.
I have Ritz crackers. You have nachos?
Eat one
I
for
made
me.
real fast nachos.
But
they
that's nacho
nacho
cheese.
nachos. I hate that we made the same joke at the same time, and it's not even a good joke. I don't want to talk about it.
Sorry, my love. You can continue.
Alrighty. So.
Oh,
what
you are not my
Torkel is
love. I was
doing-
talking about Peter.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Nobody knew who I was talking to.
You weren't talking. I thought you were talking to me, and then I was like,
My
but I thought you
husband
were
was
talking to Robert, and I'm like, why did you
talking-
call my
Oh,
husband your love?
About
I am
Akir's,
married
Akir's
To
realizations.
Peter, who plays Akir, but Mina's married to Atreus, played by Amelia. It's got.
And
he was
Torkel
talking
is
about
lovely.
Mina and Akir,
So
and Torkel is lovely, and I love you all greatly. And okay, well, Peter was talking, and I thought he wasn't done talking.
no, it's okay.
So-
If you want to see more about Akira's realization about Mina and the secret that her blood holds, you should join the Discord, because that's the best way to find out that.
Well, William Wallop posted a link in the chat that's either down or sideways or up or
think
over.
the
Or...
Ko-Fi streambot is
You'll find it.
fighting William Wallop right now because
It
there's
really
still
Wow.
is.
posting. Although William is winning, he's posted many more times. So
Oh, yeah.
you're still the man.
Always.
All right. So, what Torkel is going to try to do is conjure Celestial with some Eben Kephis to keep that permanent rather than the 1 hour that it regularly is. So, I need 70 feet of wire and an hour and 10 minutes, and I need to roll a 17 to make it successful, and a 27 if I don't want to lose the only 7th level spell slot I have until I hit level 20.
70 or 7 feet.
7 feet of wire.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say
7 feet.
I'm not gonna call out that we technically might not have enough for 7 feet of wire, but if it was 70, we definitely do not have enough because we needed like 95% of the wire for portals. I remember that much.
Sorry, I forgot whether it was 1 foot per level or 10 feet per level.
Nathan, I put it all in the notes and loot channel.
Great. I was looking at it earlier and I just lost track of
Just
it.
wanted
Yeah, 7
to
feet of
clarify,
wire,
or
blacksmithing tool
we would have
CC
to be-
15, 20 fire damage, 70
yeah,
minutes.
otherwise
yeah.
we'd have to be going back to the forge to make more wire.
Yeah. Which is also a great use of teleport, but then he won't be able to teleport because his spell will be lost forever.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I really hope I can get to that 27, but unfortunately, I can't give myself Bardic. So I have to rely on the advantage from Kai's enhanced ability, Kai's D3, guidance from Atreus, and my +6 between my charisma and Jack of all trades, half my proficiency bonus to try to get there.
Can I
So-
help because I'm a dragon?
So with a nat 20, your minimum, not cinnamon, your minimum roll is a 28, and your maximum roll is 4 + 3 + 6.
33.
33?
33.
So you need on the die a 19 or 20 to be sure.
Yeah.
19 or 20 is surety, but as low as 13 is possible.
Okay. So, Mina, would you like to do the blacksmithing tools
Sure.
thing? You got the fancy hammer
Oh, right. Yeah.
and the fire damage.
Yeah.
You seem right up your wheelhouse. I'd appreciate it very much.
Okay.
Torkel, what are you making this wire to look like?
And
Or
It's
should I
going
be
to
asking
an
Mina?
armband that
did you say what it was going to do? I don't know if I missed it or not.
Conjure Celestial, aka Conjure Coatl. It's a flying serpent that can shapeshift and knows every language and can constantly cast Detect Good and Evil.
So like a dragon, but
has teleport or has telepathy up to 120
I mean, this
feet.
thing basically looks like a dragon.
it's
And it's just as powerful as an elephant. There's no flaw here with the challenge rating.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you get a?
A regular ass
How is that a
elephant.
CR4 creature?
So
Yeah.
I'm not asking that
That
question.
should be at least a 6, I would think.
Because it can't kill as easily as a CR5.
Oh, and if it bites you, it has a chance to knock you unconscious for 24 hours.
I guess it only has single attacks. It doesn't even have multi-attack.
And, like, you don't have like if you don't make the initial save on the bite, which like the bite save DC is low.
Yeah.
Like you should make it, but if you don't, you are out.
Night night. Okay, well, nobody get too close to snapping range. Don't make me mad. Is there a design you have in your mind?
I'd love to have like an armband, like a bracer of wire that I can just be wearing with me to conjure it at all times.
Okay.
Better than a beard tree.
Yeah. The 7 feet of wire has got to be heavy.
It's definitely
I'm
heavy.
a weak dwarf. Now, you don't want all that on your hair,
Yeah.
you know?
You see
Pull the
Torkel's
follicles.
chin just like fall to the floor.
It's just
That's a
constantly in
certain
awe of everything.
I've seen Torkel's strength. We're not gonna do that to him.
Maybe you should make him a leg brace and
Okay. Well, you ready to get started? I guess.
let's go.
What do I need to roll?
You're going to make a strength check. Probably with guidance.
And I will give you bardic inspiration on
There
it.
you go.
Okay. So just roll this.
I'm giving guidance, right?
I figured.
I'm just rolling the strength at the top, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Plus 9.
Ouch.
You only got a 10.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Amelia,
Well,
you
with the
dropping a
14 and then
D4?
9.
We're up to
Give me a
23.
second.
We've made the blacksmithing.
You also
check.
don't have to use the bardic if you don't want to. You can save that.
That's true.
You can have all 4 of my guidance.
Yeah, you don't-
Ooh.
I
There
bes-
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't need the
save the
bardic for
bardic.
that.
Okay, great.
Yeah. But you do need your dragon breath,
I do.
which you have not ever done without your shield. So
Right. It is coming from mouth. Okay. I don't know, guys. Everyone just kind of take a step back.
Mhm.
This is probably
Akira's
feeling
literally
heartburn.
just standing there and he crosses his arms and waits.
Oh gosh. Okay. Is that under spells?
it should be.
So okay, Dragon's Wrath Fire. Is that what we're doing
Yep.
here? Okay. She's like, okay, everyone's looking at me. All right, fine. And then so she just opens her up and then fire blasts out. And it will
Um,
be doing
As you do that, your wings just kind of do this involuntary surge.
Flare of like, oh god, don't look at me.
Yeah.
That's 29.
I need perception checks from everyone
Oh god.
Mm.
From me.
except Mina.
Okay, I'm a little busy
Yeah.
focusing.
I hate that I only got a 17.
Same.
I have a plus 10 to perception.
25.
What the?
You're too mesmerized of
Yeah,
the
I'm a little
thing that I am
distracted.
doing.
By how hot you are, and also kind of concerned because now I'm thinking I kissed that mouth. She has that under control, right? Like I'm not gonna all of a sudden get like,
It's a once a day thing.
how burned am I gonna get here? I hope she doesn't get mad at me. Let's never have hate sex.
Remember the last time that
Thumbs.
Mina put fire in someone's mouth?
Yeah, that's all Atreus is thinking. Like, we have to make up. If we fight, we have to make up before we have sex.
You have
like,
to
fully,
you have
or
to
this-
watch her exhale
I'm
her
gonna
fire
die.
She is
breath before
very
you fight.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Talk
My
about a
wife
kiss
is
of death.
literally gonna kill me.
Don't step out of line. You'll be fine.
Wow.
This goes
Okay.
to
Again,
Oh,
she's your
oh,
superior right
of
now.
my
I know.
husband's. This is a blanket statement.
I did not feel threatened, but now I do.
I love you so much.
Yeah. Janine could take us all down. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a fact. The aggressive sipping.
Torkel. As you're watching Mina's this wing flare and the breath just engulf your new armband, really solidifying it into this beautiful shape, connecting the rings, making it one whole piece of gorgeous artwork. You see creeping up just slightly the back of Mina's neck, some golden scales, as if the wings are taking over and trying to take more. And as she finishes and coughs and recomposes herself, they retreat.
Mina?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I did it.
Those scale they're not you had
There's nothing there.
your wings were there's like the scales like there's suddenly scales and then they went back. Is that normal? I guess you haven't seen
Is this normal?
None of this is
No!
normal.
Let's
Well,
not be
okay.
let's not be racist towards people who have some monster characteristics, okay? Some
you know what? I'm sorry I said anything. I'm just trying to show genuine concern. I just want
I don't
to
know
make
what's
sure-
normal.
I don't
Do
know.
you know
There-
anyone
there's-
else who's gone
There were
through
like
this?
more scales from the wings, and then it went away. So it's
My
probably
It's
assumption
eczema.
is because
Just
I
keep an
used
eye on
a
that,
dragon
maybe?
power that more
You
dragonness
can't-
manifested, but we'll keep an eye on it. I don't know.
And Trace, you watch her back next time she does that.
okay, yeah, because
Eyes up,
otherwise I'd be
soldier.
standing right
I
in front of
just showing genuine concern, friend to friend. I am dead. I'm
I
honest.
appreciate
truly.
it. My answer is, I don't know.
I rolled a
Okay.
deception just for myself to see how well Akira's masking the fact that he has something he wants to tell Mina, but he rolled a 20 in deception, so he's giving away nothing.
it. Wow.
If you want
Fuck
to talk
you.
to me, you
Nice.
gotta just talk to me because I'm not paying attention to that. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm
No, that's totally
Yeah.
fine. He plans to talk to you in private later, so
okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
Just a little bit more dragon than what all this
Well-
is new. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing.
So, well, it could be. It's probably nothing like, bad, but babe, were you ever gonna, not wear your little sundress? Or is there gonna be your armor back?
okay, wait, are we doing this right now?
Not. I'm just because if it's maybe like an armor thing.
I
okay.
think the scales are now the armor. So this
So then it's fine.
look
See?
is
Problem solved.
gonna be most of the time, and
It's a
then
great
if
look.
we are in peril, the dress part can change.
No, it's great. You look amazing, and it makes you way more liftable. Because your armor's heavy. It's fine. But so now she's protected. Everything's fine. See, she's.
One of you can try to hit me at some point, and then we'll see what happens.
I don't want to. That's fine.
That's
You know, if I
wise.
had the foresight, I might not have initiated this entire conversation. but-
Right. Well observed. We are gonna move along because I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's
I
fine.
don't really know who I am anymore, but it's fine.
I know who you are.
Well, you do have
Okay.
a 9 in your back pocket for the next 10 minutes.
Right.
So if you want to do anything cool with your bardic inspiration, do it in the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Am I good? Did I do what you need me to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh, super good.
Good. Cool. Someone else take over.
It is now Torkel.
I think it's me.
And given that
Alright.
guidance only lasts a few minutes, Atreus, you're basically going to have to stand there and concentrate and just keep casting guidance on Torkel
Are you kidding me?
for the next hour and 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
I think Kira and I are gonna go grab some coffee.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd like to see how the wings are coming along.
Mayor present. Would you like me to bring you back anything? No. Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I would just like this to all be over so I can stop having to concentrate so hard. I don't think.
I
It's
rolled
just-
an 8 with advantage.
Yeah.
Plus 6 brings us to 14. So as long as I get something more than
A 1.
a 1 on either the D3 or the guidance, I'll at least have it. I'll
Yep.
just have lost my spell slot because we're not getting to 27.
So, Amelia, can you roll a D4, please?
Another D4.
Maybe we'll dispel and try again another day.
Oops. No, stop. Hang on. Why are you doing this?
Dispelling
to
it
me?
is also going to be difficult. You'll have to roll
That's a
for it.
1. That one's a 1.
I know,
Roll your
wow.
All right,
D3.
Torkel.
Okay.
D6 divided by 2.
4.
You made it.
We made it.
Exactly.
We met. My word, I didn't think it was going to be that hard to get to 17. I knew it was going to be hard to get to 27.
You could have just used the clockwork amulet for this.
To get to the 17, yeah. Okay.
I guess I can't
Well-
donate that Bardic back, huh?
Wish you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's still come up.
26.
short.
Yep. Sorry.
Hey,
want-
you know, well, we can if we have extra resources at the end of a day, we can try again another day. Until then,
You've got a
a blue shimmering snake winged serpent appears. Saphira.
Nice.
His name is Saphira. And she instantly morphs into a blue J Aarakocra with flecks of red.
Nice.
Hey, a kid could.
So we effectively have a new party member.
She has 0 equipment.
Yeah.
Not even pants.
Absolutely no pants.
Does it speak?
Yes? Yes, I do. Why would I not speak?
Fascinating.
I speak everything. Test me.
Sassy, I like it.
Akira's gonna ask in Draconic, what is your name?
Saphira.
Do I understand Draconic now?
No. No.
Saphira, I'm from. I
But
don't
you
know
had to
which
think about
planet.
it.
I had to think about it.
At your service.
Is Akia gonna get a girlfriend now?
She, and
I
then
didn't say
she
anything.
transforms into Mina. She's like, I can be anything.
No,
to you."
no, put it back. Wrap it
And
around.
back to the Eric Okra.
Watching you, bitch.
Is your name Honey by chance?
It's like I saw what you did with the fire. I could see it in the summoning. You don't have to worry about me. I know my
That's right.
limits.
I'll put you right back where you came from. I brought you into this world. I can put you back.
Actually, every hour she would respond.
Then I'll just keep doing it for fun.
Yeah. I mean, she literally, I mean, it would be probably something very evil aligned, as this is a lawful good celestial, but you could truly use her for sparring practice
Mm,
and just kill her
if
over
it's
and
for
over
the
and over.
betterment of the party, then I don't see how that's evil.
Just have her shape into honey and beat the crap out of her and do it all over again.
We will ensure that you are appropriately equipped as soon as we are able. Thank you. Oh gosh, I'm going to be
Did you
talking
say
to
this
myself.
was summon celestial?
Conjure Celestial.
Okay.
Yeah.
I summoned a celestial and then I dropped him
Yeah.
down a tower.
No, that was an elemental.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That was
Now we're all
also
confused.
conjure elemental.
Oh, was it? Hmm. So nobody's summoning celestials.
All right. Well, I'm not teleporting us anywhere anytime soon.
Nope.
So the
In case anyone's
this-
wanting to know what a coatl looks like.
so celestial, like, is actually conjured from another plane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a real being from the plane of Celestia. Torkel didn't name her. She came with a name.
Yes.
And like, she just didn't mind.
The magic pulls her here.
Okay.
Maybe that's why
She-
she's sassy, though.
That
Our interests are aligned.
What if she like was like in the middle of something and you just like yoinked her out of it? Just like, "Ah, not again.
I was washing
Our
my
interests are
feathers.
aligned. She will be very helpful in our goals to end the evil and the undead on this plane.
Makes sense.
She nods in confirmation.
But also Mina now
That's
getting
true.
into the ethics of summoning.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take that class in my
Just
bard
feels
college.
annoying. I don't know. She's
Yeah.
lovely.
The more the greater ethics come into the fact that she's not just here. She has now been bound to this plane. So her family, her friends, her life in the plane of Celestia is now going, where'd she go? And the answer is here.
Well, okay. I don't love that, but cool. Cool.
It would be like, someone just saying, oh, you know what I really need? A fighter. And then boom, Mina's now in the plane of fire as a slave for the next, indefinite time.
Torkel, did you think this through? Just
What? Sorry, what was that?
did you think that
Torkel wasn't
this is
listening.
it's not slavery. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go get that coffee now. While you guys get
I think
acquainted
it's on it, too.
and make sure she's cool with this. Right.
And make sure Saphira's cool with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she want to live here with us?
Does she
When
have
our
a
mission
choice?
is done, when our mission is done, I will release you. Until then, our interests are aligned, and I appreciate your assistance in all things. I also have a Pegasus with me all the time. Like,
Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, that was my second celestial.
Oh,
yes.
okay. So you're just okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Akir's got dusk. It's not like we haven't done this kind of thing before frequently.
Except familiars are unintelligent creatures,
no, I
not
don't- Hmm.
not deemed
Dusk has an
intelligent
IQ of
creatures.
5.
Duh. We're it's literally the planet is kind of changing.
So we're gonna
taking
take
you
you
with
with us.
This Coatl,
I'm being
this
kidnapped.
Coatl
No.
is smarter than everyone in our party.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
Easy to
We
be
needed
smarter
somebody.
than me. So
Her intelligence is off the charts. Like
okay. Well, I guess if she didn't want to be here, she can speak up,
Ugh.
and we can.
she could, but she, while bound under the spells to Torkel, is automatically friendly to all of you.
Okay.
Okay, so not only are we enslaving people, but we are, spelling them to think that it's good. Oh God, everything sucks. I hate
Welcome to the
Everything.
world of wizardry.
no.
And why Akir's not a fan
No,
of
This
wizards.
is why I don't trust wizards.
This is why there needs to be a school for wizards, so that
Mm.
I feel
they're
like the name
fully
A wizard-
informed.
Archington
A wizard
Academy
school?
comes to mind.
Hmm. A
I
wizard
just
school
had
for
a
wizards.
thought. Hold on. I just had a
They
thought.
need a god like Ben's or
Nathan,
something.
did you check the secrets channel?
No, but I'm going to. I wonder whether you and I had the same thought.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I will have to tune the even more. Got it. No, that was not the thought I had.
That's just to keep her friendly. She's here to stay.
Oh no, never mind. We're good. We're good. She can cast detect evil and good at will. That doesn't tell you you have an evil line character in your party.
I think Kai just put that together.
Yeah.
That's my hot shit.
Good times. All right. So Torkel is going to spend the next hour changing his attunement. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I can walk. I can walk and do that,
Yeah,
right?
As long as you're.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can walk and chew gum at the same
Yep.
time.
It's basically just
Akira
a
want to have that
bonding-
conversation with
a
Mina now?
bonding
or-
moment with Saphira for you.
Yeah, get to know her.
Attuning, it's basically just a bonding moment for you and Saphira.
Yeah.
Get to
You
know
and
each
your-
other.
KV can come along too. I don't want KV to get jealous.
That's-
Oh, it's a
just all
throuple
have nice
now.
trouble.
It's
You know how
a
bad
I was saying, you know how Kai
banana.
rolls.
Wait,
Is anyone else constantly singing Saphira's name? Saphira, like Shakira? No? Just me?
Yeah, but that's because I named another character's Aunt Saphira, so
Yeah.
Rob, when the spells say spirit, where did
Yes.
those come from?
A different plane.
Okay.
So that's the difference of where this was brought over, like full body everything. Spirit is a different type of question.
Yeah, I
And
was
if
just
you really want to go down that rabbit hole, we can.
we can
but-
debate, we can look into that later. I'm just curious cuz like,
Yeah.
Find familiar
Familiar.
is spirit. I didn't realize Find Greater Steed is also spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's things like, what's it called? Oh, no. Okay, I thought Summon Fae was different, but it's not. It is a Fae spirit. So I
Mhm.
feel like those would fall into the
Summon
same
Resand.
category. You just can't pick Celestial Fiend or whatever the third one is.
Torkel would really tell Kai and Atreus how sincerely he appreciates all of their help in the casting, because he wouldn't have gotten there without all of you, except Akira. Akira, you didn't really do anything.
This time.
The rest of you.
Akira was moral support. He was
Akira
there to
was
stand
moral
there and go, I probably could do this better, but I don't have that
No,
spell.
Akira
so.
is busy going off and telling Mina some things. Do we want to have that conversation on stream, or do you want to do it in text?
That's up to Janine.
Go for it. We've got like 30 minutes.
All right.
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna take notes.
Oh god. Okay.
We're just writing lore here. It's fine. So, Mina, how are your wings treating you?
They are large and hit the ceiling a couple times. The chairs are hard. Sleeping was weird. I had to like sleep on my side. I'm usually a back sleeper, and then I had to hang it off the side of the bed. It was
Sleeping, I may have trouble helping you with. I typically sleep on my feet. I'm not
no, I
sure
don't
that
think-
will work well for you, though.
No.
Note, he's saying this when Atreus isn't there.
Please. I know. Mina needs to relay that information back to Atreus because she knows it's been bothering him for like a year now.
I can't tell you right now. You're concentrating.
I'm
Yeah.
concentrating. I'm concentrating.
If
but
I
Mina's gonna
told
tell
him
later.
right now, that whole spell would be whacked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you drop it. Are you
What? From the other room. I knew it!
So obviously, I have never met your mother. And you've mentioned you do not know much of your father.
No.
But I assume your mother was full sea elf, yes?
Oh yeah. She's like blue and everything.
I see. And you know nothing of your father's origins.
Not really. I thought he was human. Like he was just a sailor who was passing through. I guess caught my mom's eye. They had a wonderful time, and then there was me. That's as much as I got. I don't think she really liked discussing that origin story. Her little rebellious side, which you see her now. Like she is straight laced. She's got a lot of secrets. That one, but
A lot
She
of secrets
did-
indeed.
well, not my uncle. I don't have an uncle. My grandfather's a dick. So we don't tell him much about ourselves. We just let him live in his own little delusions of grandeur. And then, yeah. So I'm not surprised she didn't really tell me. Why? Do you know who my dad is?
I'm not sure how to say this, so I'll just come out with it.
Wait, you do? You know right
I do not know who your dad is, but I
Okay.
do believe I know what he was.
Okay.
You see, you are displaying traits of what dragons are capable of at full maturity. In the plane of air, it is common knowledge that dragons can shift their form at will, taking on any form they wish, similar to what it seems Saphira is capable of. But more. Not only that, they can take partial form as well. Your wings are not just like a dragon's wings. Those are dragon wings. I believe your father was likely full-blooded or nearly so a dragon. I did not realize it at the time, but I had known it from the time that I met you that there was something different about you.
Was it
And-
my charming personality?
That did play a part, to be sure. But what I sense from you has not changed. And if you had become imbued with dragon aspects, I would feel something different. I know when a dragon is near. You do not feel different. You have always had this.
It's kind of awkward. If I'm a dragon and I killed a couple of them.
Not all dragons are alike, and I believe dragons are more likely to kill each other than anything that can kill them, so
Can all of them shift?
they're... Once they reach a certain age, to a degree, I don't believe the one that we faced in the swamp would have been capable of such a thing. I have not met many. I've never personally actually seen one. Shift, that is. Only the legends.
So if I'm part dragon, like
The word is half
half
dragon. Like half elf.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Dragonborn, which is an entirely different problem.
Right. Race, not problem. Race. I don't think the wings are going away. I don't think I can shift them back. And how would I even find out which dragon would be my dad? Guess doesn't even matter at this point.
Likely not. I think that remains to be seen. I would definitely suggest keeping an eye on if things change for you.
Oh my gosh, do you think I'm gonna get stuck in full dragon form?
I didn't say that.
But you did not say that.
I don't know that I have the answer for that question.
Akira, you have a knack for these conversations.
I am sorry, but I felt you should know. And I did not want to bring up such
Tell
a
it in front of
statement
Atreus.
with everyone around.
Really, Atreus.
I'm not sure how he'd handle it. Not to say that he'll have any issue with it,
I
but he
think
tends
would
to
have
get
an issue if I
emotional.
turned into a full dragon and stayed that way. That would make our marriage a little complicated, don't you think?
Potentially. But
Okay, I'm gonna need to know
if-
the answer to that question.
if you are capable of taking both forms, which so far it seems you are,
With
there's
some consequences.
consequences or remnants.
Yeah, am I gonna get a remnant every single time I use this? Cause that presents an issue.
That again, I do not know.
Okay.
It's like strip poker, but you're putting on dragon attributes.
We may want to seek out more informed answers.
Yeah, you think? Quickly, because we've got many battles coming up in which I require my abilities now, because if you haven't noticed, I don't have armor.
Yes, that was quite unfortunate that it just is gone.
I think my skin swallowed it. I'm not freaking out. No.
The good news is it seems like you're able to switch, perhaps not at will, but you're at least capable. And I feel that is a good sign.
Okay. I'm gonna need more reassurance than you feeling it's a good sign. Okay.
That's the augury spell.
Yes, so what?
What?
Does Akir have augury? Not prepared, obviously.
I do not, because I do not currently have second level cleric spells.
Cleric spells. Oh. So augury is where you basically read a tarot cards or something of the like, and you ask your god for, is this a good idea or bad idea or who knows kind of an idea.
Yeah,
So,
if I had taken a 3rd level in cleric instead of a 12th level in ranger, I would have had access to that.
Does Atreus have
Atreus has it.
oh yeah,
Great.
just has to sleep. Atreus doesn't have
it's
it
a 2nd
today.
level cleric spell.
There
Oh,
are a
oh, wait.
whole
So you
bunch of
mean you're
people
gonna
here.
have to talk
You
to your
wanted to-
husband about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
great.
go to one of your subordinates, or
We could seek out Haniel. He may have wise counsel.
Yeah.
how many people do you want to bring into this?
Just Haniel at the moment. That's fine. We don't need everyone in on this, and I feel like Eucenian wouldn't mind if I turned into a full dragon, so we're just not gonna ask him yet. Let's go find Haniel while these two are busy, because the earlier I know this information, the better I will feel.
The more prepared you are. Agreed.
Yeah.
Amelia, you appeared to have some sort of light bulb moment. Would you care to share with the group?
It's not a light bulb moment. It's a I cannot believe you're gonna go tell Hanael and not Atreus.
She'll tell
because
him, which has this
you're
ever so
not gonna
slightly more information.
communicate with your husband.
He's busy for an hour. His attention
Yay.
span is very small.
It's okay.
We're just walking to go get
Worrying.
coffee, and all of a sudden, Kier drops this bomb, and then she's like,
Kier's
"Holy
really good at
shit,
that.
Am I gonna stay like this forever? Am I gonna be like this forever?"
I love that Kier, it's like you might be a dragon
might
forever,
become-
and then to Atreus early on, he's like, yeah,
might
so
become a
you might
monster."
become a monster. He's really just like, once monster is brought up, he's like, forever. You're stuck
It
like
is
this.
forever.
No, he did not say
Well,
that. He
way
did
around
not
this.
say that to Mina. He was much nicer this time around.
And then her anxiety was like, "Oh my god, it's forever! Oh my god, honey, help!"
Akir's grown so much. He's really softened up around the edges.
But also, like, he would not mind if Mina became a dragon as much as he would
Yeah.
mind if Atreus became a vampire. Two very different problems to deal with.
I need to know. I got to know if this is gonna be permanent. And Atreus is busy, so we're gonna find out Haniel. Haniel!
Hanael and the scales are in the sanctuary.
Hey, Haniel, are you like busy right now? Right?
I'm trying to organize the assault. We think we have a decent plan. It's going to take about 4 days to get everyone in position, but we've already been able to secure 3 rings of the even wire.
Great.
You can tell he looks pretty stressed.
I need to ask you a question in like private for like a smidgen of a second.
The scales just kind of like narrows his draconic eyes at you. Oh, would you like me to leave?
Just step aside with me, just for just like a moment of your time, or I guess you could take a walk. I don't know. You don't really like me, so.
Akira's just gonna lean down to Mina and whisper in Elvish. Given that he's a dragonborn, he might also know something.
Okay, go try the whole stronghold, okay?
Okay.
The scales just and walks across the right down the center aisle and into the private room beyond. Very slowly.
Just like hear the footsteps.
dragon claws and all.
Mina hears the sound of her future leaving the room.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
she is.
So, Akir has brought to my attention that I am most likely half dragon, much to my whatever. And I needed to know if this draconic manifestation is going to be permanent for me if I use it too often. And do you know someone who would know that answer? Do you know that answer?
You see him pondering for a moment as he takes the information you've given and connects a series of dots of...
Mina's ADHD conversation. Yep.
You obviously know you're Elvish and see Elvish. And so you probably don't know your one parent. And these are new things. It is entirely possible. If aligning yourself with Nightrender's power is what awakened what was already there, what's always been there, then there's this may be all. This very well could be your final form, as some might say. You could merely have started. This also could have just been the catalyst, like a pebble falling from the mountaintop that rolled and gathered speed, and then more and more until an avalanche came upon it. At which point there would be no need to worry if your powers will cause more, because the metamorphosis has begun. There is a chance that with each use, whether it be of great desperation or perhaps reconnecting to a Nightrender or calling on Eucidium, you do progress in stages. Perhaps. A periodic metamorphosis, if you will.
You can see how that could present an issue. My marriage specifically.
If this is the will of Eucidium, then as we are in a battle directly and specifically against his single greatest foe,
Yeah, he wouldn't give a shit. Got it. Cool.
his goal would be to equip you to be the most powerful version of yourself. If this has nothing to do with Eucidium, then you have tapped out my knowledge. I could ask Eucidium on your behalf.
Cool.
You could ask the scales, though you're going to have to ask a lot more politely if you want something useful.
Yeah.
There's no knowledge here in the depths of our archives that would really talk about dragons. There is research to be done. I'm sure there are half dragons all throughout the history books and throughout the time.
Let's hope.
You are the first one I have met. And for your wings to be golden, that does at least, and your powers to be fire, and your temperament,
Thanks.
it does bode well that your parent was likely a golden dragon, which are exceptionally rare.
Cool. So if I find one, it's most likely that one.
Very, very possible. I wouldn't kill them. They are.
Dad?
They-
Dad? Just at every golden dragon you see from the now until forever.
Shout it, man. Public service announcement. If you are the father of a half golden dragon, could you please come to the register? Your child's looking for you.
Oh, baby girl, you have so many siblings. I'm gonna tell you right now. If dragons live like a long time, like, oh girl, we just,
Oh, me
you know
too.
what?
I need a
Riv might
family reunion because I
actually
have
be-
questions.
Riv and Mina might actually
might
be sisters. We might have the same dad, which is weird that now I'm making your mom my mom. But
Ugh.
like, you
Okay. Great. Cool. So, I might be fucked or like this, and then we stop. All right. Well, thank you.
I didn't really. help
No, but you
much.
listened, so that's nice. I'm gonna.
Would you like me to ask Eucidium, or ask for help from Eucidium?
Yeah. If you want
If-
to ask, I mean, I feel like I should talk to him at some point. We've never talked directly. Especially with secretary. Anyway, yeah, if you if you want to ask him in your daily prayers and he tells you something, could you at least find me? That would be awesome.
So you would not like to have an audience with him?
Sure. Yes, I would like to talk to you, Eucidium. Teach me how to pray. Oh god.
Okay. This will take some time.
All right,
But-
Akir, I guess I'll see you later.
I will gather some of the materials and we can have a conversation.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yep.
So then, out of the narrative, Janine, do you want to do that in text-based, or do you want to do that live?
Oh,
on
you can do
stream?
that in text, please.
Okay.
I want next time we see a gold dragon, I want a repeat of that Kai moment where she looked at Mina Trace and said, "Mommy,
Are you my dad?
I want to rehash that exactly.
Oh my god!
Where's my dad?
It's like a gold dragon. Wait, do you recognize someone who's like me but blue? Oh lordy, Mina's in for it.
All right. It is 10 o'clock. I'm very pleased with all of the things we've accomplished. So in the text-based channels this week, we're going to have Mina talk to God. We're going to get a little bit of insight into how Kai feels and KV feels about Torkel having their own. Torkel becoming a daddy is really what that comes down to.
I could probably buy another magical saddle and have another magical mount if the Coatl was cool with that. I don't know that that makes sense, but it's a thing that could probably happen.
It's a thing that could probably happen. You also wouldn't have to write it as a Coatl. It could,
Right.
Transform into a different form.
I know.
But then you'd need a different saddle for every form.
The exotic saddle wouldn't mesh to all of those.
Before people
We'll
leave, in
worry about
terms
that.
of Watchers, we will not be around next Monday. We will have to we skip the week because Peter and I are on vacation. So we will catch you the following Monday.
Go away. Relax.
We'll remind you in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord.
'Cause we'll be playing in there.
We will.
And we're currently playing in there. So
We're having a great time. Not Mina, Madeline successfully did not ruin my evening.
I really did have to give you a little parting gift though, because I was like, I didn't do anything.
I was so sad. I met that DC, but I was drunk and I had -1. I was so close.
I just remembered that I had to roll a religion check because I have regretfully not been as active with this leg of the journey as I was in previous legs because life is busy. But this is so very fun.
I think I owe a check too.
It's a wild
so
vibe.
it's fun.
It's this, yeah.
Y'all are
Everyone
still
should
alive,
get
which
involved.
is
Everyone should get involved in the side quests channels because it's ridiculous and very fun.
yeah.
Also, I really did think that I made Riv with more than a 0 to religion. I actually thought I did make a cleric, a good cleric, but I just made a cute cleric instead of a broody cleric. So that's all I did. My next cleric, I'm actually gonna build a cleric correctly. Watch me.
It had to be my bard instincts, but I can't for the life of me figure out why on earth I made a rogue with a +4 charisma or whatever that is. Like, I don't know what I was doing.
But also,
I should have put that
not
into
just a rogue,
intelligence.
a robot.
A rogue robot.
A rogue bot.
that is supposed to be charismatic. What was I doing? What was I doing?
I don't know. I wanted to see if I could write a character who wasn't broody, and I actually don't think I can because the thing about Riv is she had no traumatic backstory. This is her traumatic backstory. She's living all of the things that are going to give her so much trauma down the road when she retires from being an adventurer and finally goes to therapy. So I didn't make her broody in the past, but now she's getting to be,
she's
oh my
developing
God.
her traumas as we go.
Oh my God.
Sorry, +3 to charisma. I was smart enough to give it +4 to dexterity. I'm not completely.
To be fair, like Mina came in with like minimal trauma. Like it was minimal.
Yeah.
Like,
She had some,
I know my dad, and I like to punch people sometimes.
and now she knows her dad might be a dragon.
Now she's like, I really wish I knew who my dad was. Oh my
and
god.
has killed people sometimes.
Oh
So,
my
you know.
god. Oh my god. Oh
That
my God.
escalated
Oh,
quickly.
I'm not
really got
kidding,
out of
you're
hand.
kidding. It's fine.
Just wait until you look in the stream chat with spoilers channel.
I see
Oh
it.
no.
I don't want that. She's too pretty for that.
But you'd be golden.
Mhm.
Which means you get whiskers.
Atreus would make it
No.
work somehow. He loves her so much. Marriage doesn't just because your spouse changes physically doesn't mean marriage changes, okay? I tell myself this
If
because I have
Mina-
stretch marks.
If Mina can deal with Atreus' claws, then Atreus
Exactly.
can deal with Mina's scales and teeth.
Exactly.
That's a lot more than claws, guys.
Atreus would so lovingly
So
and tenderly clean between her scales for her with a toothbrush. He's like such a simp. He would totally do it. He'd be like, "Oh, you need, raw meat? Whatever, babe. Let me get you a cow so you can eat it." Like, Atreus would do anything for Mina.
I don't want her to have a snoot.
He would pat her snoot though, like Hiccup and Toothless. He'd just be like, boop, 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 boop. He's so cute.
Stop it.
He probably would not be like, yeah, let's go have sex now. But he'd do it.
The tail could
The
complicate.
tail would complicate things.
No.
Never was necessarily attracted to lizard folk, but I'll do anything for you, babe. You still have everything that works the way it works, or are you gonna lay eggs? I just gotta know.
Oh my gosh. They really will have a little
I
dragon
mean-
hatchling.
Oh my god!
So,
Wait,
lore,
is it like
pure lore wise, the description of half dragons?
Oh no!
Nope.
Oh no!
Nope.
Oh no!
I do not want you to go there. It is invalid in my world.
Oh no! Why? What? What?
I don't know, but I'm
I
scared.
like
I
I like your bangs, Janine.
Janine just went
Furiously
emo.
Googling.
Wow, Janine's going into her
Janine
emo
went
phase.
full scene.
I
babe.
chimed in. Haven't you people ever heard?
I'm not okay.
Anyway.
I mean,
Oh,
we
we're gonna
never
go
we
now.
never answered whether or not a Dampier can make a child, so it's not important whether Mina
We
can.
did. We had said that like yeah, he can't. I forget why we said that. But I think it's just so that we didn't have to write magical condoms.
Easier that way.
So, just like
To Peter's point, the original OG half dragons are also infertile.
oh.
So this whole time, it's not been Atreus. It's been Mina. But
That would be funny. Like the whole
Yeah.
time Atreus saw it's like oh yeah, I don't think I can have anything because I'm a Dampier. It's like you're really lucky that this was the first woman you decided to sleep with because you could have had so many little babies running around. So many bitey babies. Just
William Welp said it
We're
will
just
just
talking
be
about
a
Dampier.
teaser.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well,
do are dragons like chickens though, where they like lay eggs and the rooster has to fertilize it? Because that would be very funny. Like, it's like
So,
I don't know what you expect me to
dragons
do
are
with
like
this
lizards,
baby.
but
Okay.
same thing.
Okay, shut up. Chicken was the first thing I thought of, Peter. I've had chickens. I don't have
Yeah,
lizards.
and Akira's a bird.
Okay.
oh god. Well, okay. We're just gonna, we should go now. It's just us and William Wallop, so it's time to go.
Thanks for sticking around, William. We will see you in 2 weeks. Have a great night.
and also
And
in
in the
Discord,
Discord.
Yeah.
like 5
Bye.
minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. Bye.